Hey guys, let's start this video with a disclaimer. This video is 110% not for you if you are not into anything manifestation or you think it's all woo-woo crap. If that applies to you, scroll off this video because you won't want to hear it. However, if you're someone like me and absolutely loves anything manifestation, the power of the mind, all those things, then you are going to absolutely love this video. So keep watching. I have been completely changing my life in the last 2 months, thanks to a few factors between manifestation, consistency, and just deciding that I'm gonna make a change. But let's go back to how I came about manifestation and how I use it in my everyday life. But I mean, we gotta turn the page and know how I got here. So let's go back. Back when I was about 16 years old, I decided to watch The Secret. I honestly don't remember if someone told me to watch it or something. I don't remember how I came about it, but I remember that my boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, we actually decided to watch it together. And ever since then, I have used manifestation in my life in many different ways. I've manifested some crazy things. I've let manifestation slip my mind for a few months and come back to it. But it's something that I have been interested in since I was 16 years old. And it's something that I'm so grateful I came into, that I found about. It's something I'm so grateful that I took the time to learn. I've even done manifestation monthly memberships. I've done all the things. I've read a lot of books, so many podcasts, so many YouTube videos. I took so much time to learn about it, and it's probably been the best investment of my time to date. I remember back, this was a few years ago now, but there's this online business that I really wanted to start, and I was following this girl who was, selling courses, and I think the course was probably like 2,000, 2,500 Canadian, and I really wanted to buy this course, but I didn't want to put that much money in, and I was really young at the time. So I decided I was going to manifest winning the course. She ended up doing a draw on her Instagram for the course, and all you had to do was on her story enter your email, and she did a huge draw, and I mean she had hundreds of thousands of followers. And I remember watching the draw live, and I won it. It was only one winner. My email popped up, and I was like, oh my goodness, I manifested that. I remember I manifested $1,000 out of nowhere, and I don't remember where that money came from or what it was. Just a bunch of so random things. I manifested buying my first house. Now, everything I manifested, I worked hard for. I mean, I didn't just, sit there and it appeared. But I always said that I would buy a house young, which I did. I always said it would be a 2-apartment, which it is. I always said it would be in CBS or Paradise, and it is. So, I mean, so many little things. Anything from getting into real estate. I manifested passing my exam first try. Yes, of course, it came with the hard work of studying and everything. But I remember leaving thinking I did not pass, and I did. So many little things throughout my life, but the past 2 months, I decided to really hone in on it. I always said I would not work a 9-to-5, and I have not worked a 9-to-5. I became self-employed at 16, and I have been self-employed ever since. And there were times where it was, different businesses, touch and go. But I have a puppy, if you couldn't tell. I've had so many people either in my life or that, came in contact with that told me that my dreams weren't reality. That one day I would wake up to reality or the real world or whatever it may be. And I'm thankfully the type of person that's really strong-willed, and I just kept doing what I wanted to do and believing that it would work and pivoting when I needed to. And I'm so glad I did, because I've definitely had a nice few businesses since I was 16. I've definitely, pivoted a lot, gave some stuff up, started some new stuff, but thankfully I never gave up on the entrepreneurial journey and followed my gut with what I wanted to do. I've always had really big dreams and aspirations, and of course I've had great people in my life that supported me with them, but I've also had people in my life that told me that my dreams, like I said, weren't reality. And I'm here to tell you that you can literally have everything you want in life. You just have to work hard, not settle, and be open to receiving it. We are told to just dilute ourselves down to fit the mold of society, to go to college, university, get a degree, and then work a 9 to 5 till the day you retire, to just have a job you hate, get up every day, work 9 to 5. But if that's not the life I wanted, why did I have to do that? So I decided I wanted to create my own path, and it was definitely the best decision that I've ever made in my life. And of course it's been touch and go, and there's been hard times and great times, but the biggest thing was consistency and not giving up even when times got hard. So let's come back around to present day. It was about a few months ago, and things just felt slow. It felt like nothing was happening, and I just kind of felt like I was in a slump. I woke up one day and I decided that I'm finally going to post content on the internet, which is something I've always wanted to do, but I guess I was just too scared to do it. So I woke up one day and I said, that's it. And I always heard people talk about waking up one day and flicking a switch and everything changes. And I feel like I never really had that experience until now. I just woke up one day and said enough was enough. I made my first video and I've been posting videos every day since. And I think I'm about maybe just over the 2-month mark now. And I mean, it's up and down of content, you know, posting every day and seeing some videos do so well and some flop, and you never know what to expect. But the consistency of that has shown me that I can show up as my best self and I can achieve whatever I want if I put the right work in. Posting the videos have made me show up as my higher self every day. And when you show up as your higher self, that's what you will become. Something so small has made such a significant impact in my life. It's made me just more confident in the things I do, shown me that I can stick to things, that I can be consistent. And it's like everything else around me is just coming into place. And around the same time that I started posting, I watched The Secret again. If you have not watched The Secret, go watch it, because it changed my life at 16, and every time I watch it, I feel like it changes my life all over again. Get the book as well, I have the book. But I just love the movie because there's something about it. And ever since I watched that, I stayed consistent with content. It's like things have just been flowing to me so much better. So many things have changed, anything from, personal things to my career in real estate. I always said that I wanted to, be getting clients through social media, and I have been very consistent with that. And all of a sudden, it's like I'm getting these listings just flowing to me, and I'm just so grateful. And it's like all I had to do was work hard, be consistent, and change my mindset. You will attract not what you want, but how you feel. If you want to be a millionaire, but you feel broke every day, you're just going to keep attracting that you're broke. The universe doesn't care what you want. They're just going to give you how you feel. So you have to change your vibration and show up as your higher self every day. I know it's hard, but you got to do it. And the coolest thing happened the other day that I wasn't going to share, but I feel like it would be so relevant to share. I was driving home from work, and I just had this really manifestation feeling of abundance. And if you have never experienced that, you might not be able to relate, but if you're into the whole manifestation, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. And it just felt like something great was on the way. Anyways, I came home, I went to bed that night, and my dog got me up in the middle of the night. I looked at the time when I walked out of my kitchen, and it was 3:33. And I just got such a weird feeling about it, and I was like, I'm gonna Google in the morning to see what that really means. So the next day when I got up, I decided to Google exactly what 333 means. And it means that you are in alignment and that things are coming your way and that you're on the right path. And if I'm butchering the meaning of that, sorry, but that was my understanding. And then that day I ended up getting a listing that I was so excited about. So I feel like that feeling in the car was just me being open to receiving it. The 333 that night was a sign it was coming. And then the next day I got that listing, and I just felt so grateful. It's just so often in life that we are so consumed in the negative, in the media and the news and all the things that are happening. And I'm not saying not to be aware, because we have to be aware of what's going on, but it's just so easy to just get so consumed by everything that we spend so much time being so negative. And when you just take some time to fill your life with some positivity and show up as your best self, things really change around you. Even if you're surrounded by people in your life who are negative, make a promise to yourself to be positive. Do it for a day, for a week, for a month, and see how your life changes, because it will. Take the time to learn this. Whether you believe in manifestation or not is up to you. However, things are going to come to you, good or bad, in life. They say you manifest absolutely everything. So if something bad happened, you manifested it. Something good happened, you manifested it. So don't you want to manifest good in your life? I know I do. Anyways, maybe I'll make this a series. Comment below if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe I'll manifest this goes viral. Bye.